Hello, and welcome to a multicultural episode of the Drywall Podcast. I'm your host, Nick Harmon. With us today, Alan Castro of Pia Drywall, and also actually the original Drywall Podcast preceding the Drywall Podcast, the Drywall-cast, with over 22,000 views on YouTube. We discuss banking, we discuss a group he started called Drywall Power, and also how he stumbled upon a little trade called drywall. Beautiful.
I started, wow. And then I saw one day, what they doing there? They doing the drywall.
Did you see somebody walking on stilts?
Yes, somebody walk. What they doing? Yeah, they started the drywall. Holy crap, man, that's amazing. Yeah, that's gonna be more fast than the tile, right? Oh yeah, but no, you have to hang the drywall there. It's gonna be okay. I wanna try this, and then you have a friend, he has a friend.
So it looked fun. It looked fun.
Look, exactly, yeah. I was there, get my knees, installing the drywall, cutting, and then I saw the guys installing the drywall. Holy crap, that's so fast, man. How does this work?
It's impressive what Alan has done with his life and his community, and I'm super grateful that he came on my show today. Shout out to our sponsor for the months of March and April, Can-Am Tools. Can-Am has been a supporter of the Drywall Podcast for a long time, and I appreciate those guys. Can-Am Tools is celebrating 50 years of excellence as the original and leading inventor of the semi-automatic drywall finishing tool. Their line of tools is centered around the compound tube, one of the most versatile tools on the market. Now, for the months of March and April, you have a chance to get your hands on these amazing tools at a discounted price. If you go to canamtools.com and enter promo code TDP15. Also, if you missed my episode with Wolfgang, episode 44, it is a very good episode. Wolfgang Dombrowski, owner of Can-Am Tools, is a fantastic guy, and I had a ball talking with him. The Drywall Podcast is also shamelessly brought to you by Fresco Harmony. Fresco Harmony, making walls better since 2004. Now available at csrbuilding.com. Shout out to CSR for also offering guests of the Drywall Podcast a swag bucket. Talking about sponsorship is cool, but without further ado, Alan Castro of Pia Drywall on the 46th episode of the Drywall Podcast. Well, let's get into it. There he is.
How are you?
Good. How's it going?
How is everything's fine? And how about you?
I'm doing well. We have Alan Castro, Pia Drywall, you're in Ottawa, Canada right now, currently.
Exactly. Yeah. Perfect.
But you're from Brazil.
I'm from Brazil. Exactly. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
All right. Very cool.
But just hit the mark right now. No, it's like got 12 years already in Canada. Since my first walk here on this land. Yeah. So originally,
what does that mean? What does that mean? It's your first walk on these lanes.
Yeah. I'm saying the first city I landed here in Canada, it was Montreal. Montreal is like it's a different culture and everything because especially because the French French Canadian is a French side in Canada.
Okay.
But after a couple of months, I moved to Toronto, and then where I live in Toronto for 8 years and a half, and then I avoid because I got my son in 2017. And then everything, it was terrified about the traffic in Toronto. It's like everything's crazy about everything. And then, oh my gosh, I work more outside Toronto, take time for driving, get home. And then wow, you have to change the city again. You have to see somewhere else. Where's my quiet, more family, and then you choose
Yeah.
Ottawa after that. In 2019, you moved to here to Ottawa. It's more family city. It's like it's a small city. It's still
Okay.
bilingual, right? It's really good. Yeah, it's really nice.
Bilingual, how?
So, originally Canada is whole Canada is is like Nick, you can speak French, right, for any
Right.
side, but
Yep.
more for the most position for the government, you have a lot of opportunity to work, as a bilingual, as a French Canadian or
Okay.
English. But when you see these, like when I live in Montreal, you can see the difference because you see the one side for the street, for example, in English, is stop sign, and the other side is a hat. It's like a stop for both, but it's like they really split the language in the city,
Okay.
So that's happened in Montreal. It's like, wow, and then some places in Quebec, some people not even could speak English. They just speak French,
Okay. And
So
do you speak French?
yeah, I speak French. Yes,
Oh, wow.
yes,
So you speak
yeah,
Portuguese, French, English.
and Spanish.
Shut
Yes.
the hell up. Four
Yeah.
languages. That is impressive. Now, would you say that you're as good at those other three languages as you are speaking to me in English right now?
Yes, because
Wow.
what I can say, what's making difference for us as a Brazilian, because it's the same root, it's the same root for the language. It's Latin root, and then
Okay. Yeah.
when you talk for in French, you can see some similarity. It's the opposite. It's the same. Is gonna happen in English. Some words, for example, I'm gonna say capital. It's the same. In Portuguese, I can say capital. It's just
Okay.
change the intonation of the language, right?
Sure.
But it's the same. You can say it's the same in French. La capitale en français, on dit comme ça. It's changed a little bit,
Okay.
but the intonation is the same. So you have a lot of words is almost the same, the
Yeah.
accent. And then when I start study French in Brazil, to do my process of immigration here to Canada, I start, seriously get, deep, I dive straight into French language because
Okay.
I did the process of immigration to Quebec. And then in
How
Quebec,
did you, when you dove into French, what were you doing? Were you doing like an online course or?
no, no, I did a class course, presential. It's like in Brazil they have a lot. They actually in Quebec most of the time, the government of Quebec, they have a lot of opportunities for different countries, in the world, and then they love the Brazilians because the Brazilians is got more that similarity for the language, and then they know
Okay.
it's more easy for the people. What they do, they have it's like they make some promotion for the government into their countries. You know what I'm saying? So what's happened? For example, they want to seeking for let's say computer engineering.
Special thanks to Alan Castro for being on the Drywall Podcast. It was super awesome to get your experience both in the industry and also culturally. We really appreciate your time. The Drywall Podcast can be listened to in its entirety every Friday on your favorite platforms such as Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and also YouTube. Tune in every Friday. We'll have a new guest. Next Friday, we are going to have Jason Marshall of Jams with us on the Drywall Podcast. Special thanks to Can-Am Tools for sponsoring the months of March and April. I really appreciate you guys. Can-Am Tools, industry leading tools that help professionals around the world save time and money. Now for the months of March and April, you have the opportunity to get your hands on these tools at a discounted price if you go to canamtools.com and enter promo code TDP15. The Drywall Podcast was also brought to you by Fresco Harmony, making walls better since 2004, now available at csrbuilding.com. CSR will be giving everyone that joins us on the Drywall Podcast a sweet swag bucket of their very own, filled with all kinds of cool stuff. Thank you so much for listening to the Drywall Podcast today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you join us next week. But until then, keep drywalling.